Good day everyone, this is Chermar TV for another video and pag-uusapan natin kung paano mag-multiply ng radicals. So simulan natin. So sa previous video natin is nag-add and subtract tayo ng radicals. So panoorin nyo muna yung video na yon. So dito sa video na ito is pag-multiply nga tayo ng radicals. So consider natin yung isa sa mga laws of radicals. So we have nth root of A times the nth root of B is equal to the nth root of AB. So ibig sabihin, kapag yung radicals na imumultiply natin ay parehas yung kanilang index, pwede nating i-multiply yung mga radicands. So, pares yung radicands, pwede nating i-multiply yung A sa B. Kaya naging A times B na nasa loob ng radicand. So, for example, okay, so we have square root of 2 times the square root of 3. So, makikita natin yung index ng radical ay parehas 2. So, pwede nating i-multiply yung radicands. Okay, so we have 2 times 3 equals 6. So, the answer is square root of 6. Another example po is cube root of 4 times the cube root of 3. Example. Okay, so cube root of 4 times cube root of 3, they have both cube roots. Okay, yung index nila ay parehas 3. So, pwede nating i-multiply yung radicand. So, 4 times 3 equals 12. So, the answer is cube root of 12. Okay? Ngayon, kung magkaiba yung index ng radical, bale, 4th root of 4 times square root of 2. Example. Okay? 4th root of 4 times square root of 2, magkaiba yung index ng radical. So, hindi natin pwede agad i-multiply yung mga number na nasa loob or yung radicands. Okay? So, saka natin pag-usapan sa next video, sa masusunod na video, kung paano tayo mag-multiply or mag-divide ng radicals na magkaiba yung index. So, magbibigay tayo ng examples para mas maintindihan natin. Okay, start with number 1. We have square root of 2 times the square root of 6. So, ang dinidiscuss natin sa video na ito is multiplication of radicals having the same index. Okay, so makikita natin na pares yung kanilang index, which is 2. So pwede natin i-multiply yung radicands. So 2 times 6 is equal to 12. So ayan po yung product nila. Okay, and then of course wag pa rin natin kakalimutan i-simplify yung radical, yung product. Okay, so from square root of 12, tingnan natin kung meron tayong magsisimplify. So, yung 12, pwede natin siyang i-factor, no, such that isa sa kanila ay perfect square. So, yung 12, this will become square root of 4 times square root of 3. Okay? Kasi 4 times 3 equals 12. Eh, yung 4, isa siyang perfect square. So, pwede natin kunin yung square root. So, square root of 4 is equal to 2 and then times square root of 3. So, ito po yung sagot. Next, number 2, we have square root of 12 times 3 square root of 8. So, it is important na i-simplify muna yung radical muna, no? Yung bawat radical bago natin sila i-multiply. Pero pwede nyo naman agad i-multiply. Kaso, medyo mahihirapan tayo kasi bale, malaking number yung sagot, di ba? Kasi nag-multiply tayo eh. So, mahirapan tayong mag-factor out ng perfect square. Okay, or perfect and power. So, as much as possible, i-simplify muna. Ano po? So, from square root of 12, di ba? So, pwede natin siyang i-simplify as, no, or i-factor as square root of 4 times square root of 3. Di ba? Just like before, di ba? So, square root of 12, naging ganyan na siya, times 3 square root of 8. So, yung 8, pwede natin siyang i-factor as 2 times 4 or 4 times 2. Diba? Isa doon ay perfect square. So, 3 times square root of 4 times square root of 2. So, 4 times 2 equals 8. Okay? Yung 4 times 3 galing sa 12 and 4 times 2 galing sa 8. Okay? And then, kunin natin yung square roots. We have square root of 4 being 2. Diba? Then, copy square root of 3. Then, times 3 times square root of 4, magiging 2 na siya. and then times square root of 2. Okay? And then saka natin i-multiply lahat. So i-multiply natin yung 2, 3 at saka 2. 'Di ba? Yung mga wala sa radical. 'Di ba? 2 times 3 equals 6 times 2 equals 12. And then yung mga nasa loob ng radical, i-multiply natin as well. So makikita natin na parehas yung index. So pwede nating i-multiply as well. Okay? So 3 times 2 equals 6. Okay? So the answer is 12 square root of 6. Next, number 3, we have the cube root of 16 times the cube root of 32. So, isimplify muna natin whenever possible. So, dito muna tayo cube root of 16. Okay? So, yung 16, kunin natin yung factors in exponential form. So, 16 is 2 to the 4th power. 'Di ba? 2 to the 4th power po yun. Or 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Apat na 2 po yun. So, gawin nating 2 to the 4th power times cube root of 32. So, i-factor out natin yung 32 in exponential form. So, 32, this will become 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay? 5 2 po yun, bali 2 to the 5th power. Ayan. And then, pagkatapos nun, since pares naman na yung yung index, pwede natin siyang i-multiply. Okay? So, this will become, 2 to the 4th times 2 to the 5th power. So, remember po, law of exponents. Okay? So, kapag parehas yung base, ina-add yung exponent. So, 4 plus 5 equals 9. This means, cube root of 2 to the 9th power. Okay? And then, we're going to simplify this, no? So, yung 9 po ay divisible by 3. So, therefore, 2 to the 9th power is a perfect cube. Kaya kunin natin yung cube root nito. So, this will become 2 raised to 9 divided by 3. Okay, and 9 divided by 3 equals 3. So, 2 to the 3rd power and 2 to the 3rd power is 8. So, the answer is 8. Okay, kasi 2 times 2 equals 4 and then isa pang 2. So, 4 times 2 equals 8. Number 4, we have 2 square root of 24 times 3 square root of 75. So, again, i-simplify muna natin itong dalawang ito, yung radicals, square root of 24 and square root of 75. Okay, so let us copy first 2 times, let's simplify square root of 24. So, kunin natin yung factors nito such that isa sa kanila ay perfect square. So, this will become square root of 4 times square root of 6. Kasi 4 times 6 equals 24. Okay? And then times 3 times 75. Okay? Square root of 75. So, again, kunin natin yung factors nito. One of them is a perfect square. So, yung isa ay square root of 25. And yung isa naman ay square root of 3. Because 25 times 3 equals 75. Okay? Ayan po. And then, saka natin kunin yung square roots ng 4 at saka 25. This will become 2 and 5 respectively. So, 2 times, ito, magiging 2 na siya. Okay? Times square root of 6 times 3 times square root of 25. Square root of 25 equals 5. Then, times square root of 3. Okay? And then, saka natin i-multiply yung mga nasa labas. So, 2 times 2 equals 4. Ito, 4 na to. Ito, 3 times 5 equals 15. 4 times 15 equals 60. Okay? 60, tapos yung nasa radical, diba? So, square root of 6 times square root of 3 equals square root of 18. Okay? So, we're not yet done because square root of 18 can still be simplified. Okay? So, from square root of 18, no? So, kopyahin muna natin 60 times yung square root of 18. Pwede natin siyang i-factor as square root of 9 times square root of 2. Diba? Isa sa kanila ay perfect square eh. So, 9 times 2 equals 18. Okay? And then, saka natin kunin yung square root of 9. So, 60 times 3. Diba? Because square root of 9 is 3. And then, times 2. And then 60 times 3 is equal to 180. Then square root of 2. Okay, so the answer is 180 square root of 2. Next, we have square root of y to the 5th times square root of y to the 7th. Okay, so pwede naman nating i-multiply agad, di ba? Though pwede naman muna nating i-simplify. So it's up to you kung alin ang unahin mo, multiply ka agad or simplify muna yung radical if possible. Okay, so dito i-multiply natin agad kasi na siya, exponential form. So wala tayong problema diyan. So again, parehas yung base na i-multiply natin. So we have to add the exponents. So 5 plus 7 equals 12. So this will become square root of y to the 12th power. Okay? Ayan po. And then, saka natin kunin yung square root ng y to the 12th power. So yung exponent na 12 ay divisible by the index, which is 2. So square root of y to the 12 is just the exponent na 12 divided by 2. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. So therefore, the answer is y to the 6th power. Yan po yung sagot. Number 6, we have 3 cube root of m to the 5th power times 5 cube root of m to the 8th power. So i-multiply muna natin yung exponents, 'di ba? So 3 times 5 equals 15. Okay? Yan. So, ayusin natin 15 and then i-multiply natin yung mga radicands as well. Okay? So cube root of m to the 5th times cube root of m to the 8th. So again, magkapares yung base, we have to add the exponents. Okay? So 5 plus 8 equals 13. So cube root of 13. I mean m to the 13th. Okay? Ayan po. Now we have to simplify this thing. Okay? Because 13 is greater than 3. So kukunin natin yung perfect third power or perfect cube mula rito. Okay? And the largest number na less than 30, which is divisible by 3, is 12. So kunin natin yung 12 factors of m. This will become 15, copy 15 times cube root of m to the 12th power times cube root of, kinuha natin yung 12 mula rito, di ba? So 13 minus 12 equals 1. Isa na lang natira, so m. Okay? And then extract the cube root here. So 15 times 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So yun ang magiging exponent ng cube root. So m to the 4th times cube root of m. And then ayusin natin yung answer. So 15 m to the 4th cube root of m. So ito po yung sagot. Number 7, we have square root of 15x squared y times square root of 45x cubed y squared. So kapag ganitong kakomplikado yung radical, so pwede naman nating i-simplify muna, no? So i-simplify muna natin. So ito muna, square root of 15x squared y. So bale, ihiwalay natin yung perfect square factors mula rito. Okay, to start with 15. Yung 15 po, wala siyang factor, no, na perfect square. Okay, 3 times 5 lang naman ang nun, factors nun. Para silang hindi perfect square. So 15 lang talaga. Okay, itong x squared, isa siyang perfect square. So ihiwalay natin yung x squared mula dyan. Okay, tapos yung y, wala tayong mapapala dyan kasi di naman to perfect square, di naman nakaraise sa 2, 4, 6, ganun. So x squared, square root of x squared times yung mga natirang factors. So 15, di natin kinuha. Yung kinuha natin yung x squared, so wala na yung x. Okay, and then yung y, di natin kinuha. So dyan lang yan. Okay, next, times, okay, times square root of 45x cubed y squared. So yung 45, meron siyang perfect square factor, which is 9. Okay, 9 times 5 po yung factors ng 45. So kunin natin yung square root of 9 as a factor, di ba? Tapos yung x cube naman, since yung exponent na 3 ay greater than sa index, so kunin natin yung perfect square factor mula rito. So x squared po. And then yung y squared is also a perfect square. So kunin natin to. Okay? Ayan po. And then times square root of, di ba, yung 45 kinuha natin factor na 9, bale 5 na lang po ang natira because 9 times 5 equals 45. And then para sa x cube, kinuha natin yung x squared mula dyan, di ba? So x na lang po ang natira. Okay? And then para sa y squared, kinuha natin lahat. So yun na yun. Okay? So square root of 5x na lang po. Okay? And then saka natin kunin yung square roots. Okay? This one and this one. So square root of x squared is x. Then dito naman, okay, kunin natin to. So square root of 9x squared y squared, diba? So this will become 3 because square root of 9 is 3. Then x squared y squared, this will become xy. Then times itong dalawang ito. Okay, square root of 15y and then times square root of 5x. Next, saka natin i-multiply. So, x times 3xy. So, ang mamumultiply lang is yung x dito. So, x times x becomes x squared. So, 3x squared y times 15y times 5x. This will become 75xy. Okay? So, we're not yet done because yung square root of 75, pwede pa ito ma-simplify. So, from 75, kunin natin yung factors ng 75 na isa sa kanila ay perfect square. So this will become magiging ano na siya, square root of 25 times the square root of 3. Okay? So gawin natin to. So copy this one. So 3x squared y times square root of, kunin natin itong 25, then times the square root of 3, then xy. Diyan lang yan, hindi natin malalabas yan. Okay? And then, get the square root of 25. This will become 5 na. Diba? So, 3x squared y times 5 times square root of 3xy. And then, kailangan natin i-multiply itong dalawang ito. So, 3 times 5 equals 15. Kaya, ang sagot po ay 15x squared y square root of 3xy. So, ito po yung sagot. Sana po ay nakakasunod kayo. Kasi kung hindi, pwede nyo namang i-replay. Number 8, we have 4th root of x cubed times 4th root of 16x to the 7. So, pwede pa natin i-simplify to. Okay? Lalo na yung, yung exponent ng x ay greater than the index. So, we have to simplify this thing first. Okay? Though, pwede nyo muna mang i-multiply ka agad. So, it's up to you na lang kung alin ang uunahin mo. Okay, so, copy this one. So, 4th root of x cubed times. Ayan. Yung 16 po, pwede natin siyang gawing 2 to the 4th power because yun ang 16 in exponential form. Okay? So, 4th root of 2 to the 4th. Okay? Tapos, yung x to the 7th power, diba? So, nandyan yung perfect 4th power na factor. So, kunin natin yung x to the 4th power. Okay? And then, times the 4th root of, so, yung 7, kinuha natin yung 4 dito, ang natira ay 3. So, x cube. Okay? And then, saka natin kunin yung 4th root nito. So, copy this. Ayan. And then, ito, since naka-reach siya sa 4, and then yung index ay 4, pwede natin i-cancel recta. Okay? This will become 2x, then times the 4th root of x cube. And then, saka natin i-multiply ito, tsaka ito. So, 3 times 2x becomes 6x. And then, ito, i-multiply natin to. Okay? So, 4th root of x cube times another 4th root of x cube. That is 4th root of x to the 6th power. And then, hindi pa tapos to. Kasi we have to reduce the index. Okay? So, from this, 4th root of x to the 6th power, bali, ang common factor nila ay 2. So, 2 times 2 'Diba? So 4 gawin natin 2 times 2, and then yung 6 gawin natin 2 times 3. So x raised to 2 times 3. So cancel out 2 here. This will become square root kasi ang index ay 2, square root of x cubed. Okay? So 6 root of from this to this. Okay? Square root of x cubed. And then hindi pa rin tapos kasi we are further simplifying this thing. So 6x times, kunin natin yung x squared kasi yun ang perfect square factor. So square root of x squared times square root of x, then 6x times square root of x squared, bali x na lang to, times square root of x, and finally 6x times x, this will become 6x squared, square root of x. So ito po yung sagot. Next, number 9, we have square root of 6 times square root of 2 plus 5 square root of 3. So itong square root of 6 i-multiply natin sa 2 terms na expression na ito. So parang nagmumultiply tayo ng monomial by polynomial. Okay, so of course kapag magmumultiply tayo ng monomial to polynomial, ang gagawin natin is to apply the distributive property. So this means yung square root of 6 i-multiply natin sa square root of 2 at sa 5 square root of 3. Okay, so gawin natin. So this will become square root of 6 times square root of 2 plus square root of 6 times 5 square root of 3. Okay? And then saka natin i-multiply. Okay, so square root of 6 times square root of 2 equals square root of 12 plus square root of 6 times square root of 3 equals square root of 18. So 5 square root of 18. And then we're going to simplify this. Okay, so from square root of 12, okay, kunin natin yung factors. This will become square root of 4 times square root of 3. Then plus 5, copy 5 times square root of 18 naman. So kunin natin yung factors. We have square root of 9 times square root of 2. Okay, and then kunin natin square roots ng 4 and 9. This will become, yung square root of 4 magiging 2 times square root of 3, then plus copy 5 times square root of 9, magiging 3 na siya, times square root of 2. Okay, and then pagdikitin muna to, so 2 square root of 3 plus, ito naman 5 times 3 equals 15, tapos idikit natin to, so 15 square root of 2. So the answer is 2 square root of 3 plus 15 square root of 2. Next, number 10, we have negative 5 square root of 3 multiplied by 2 square root of 2 minus 4 square root of 5 minus square root of 12. So same thing as number 9, but this time imumultiply natin sa 3-term expression na ito. So itong negative 5 square root of 3 imumultiply natin dito, dito at dito. Okay, now let's do this. So sa first term we have negative 5 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 2. Okay, or pwede na naman nating lagyan ng tuldok, 'di ba? Okay, ayan po, then 2 square root of 2. Ayan, then negative times negative should be equal to positive. Okay, magiging positive na yan. Then 5 square root of 3 times this one, 4 square root of 5. Okay, and then para dito naman, so negative times negative is equal to, again, positive. Then sulat mo to, 5 square root of 3 times this one, square root of 12. Okay, ayan po. So ito po yung na-distribute na. Okay, now we're going to simplify term by term. Okay, so umpisa muna tayo dito. So negative 5 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 2, diba? So negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Then square root of 3 times square root of 2 equals square root of 6. Next, ito naman, no, plus 5 square root of 3 times 4 square root of 5. So 5 times 4 equals 20. And then square root of 3 times the square root of 5 equals the square root of 15. Okay? And then for this one, 5 square root of 3 times the square root of 12. So 5 times ito, consider the 1 to. Walang nakasulat. So 1 na yon. So 5 times 1 equals 5. Lagyan muna natin ng plus. Then 5. Then 3 times 12 equals 36. So square root of 36. And isimplify natin yung product whenever possible. So itong square root of 6, 2 times 3 lang yan. So wala tayong perfect square factor na makukuha dito. So we just copy this. So 10 square root of 6 plus itong 15, 5 times 3 lang naman yung factors, no? Wala tayong perfect square factor na makukuha dito. So kopyahin natin to. Okay? 20 square root of 15 plus ito 5 times square root of 36, 'di ba? Eh yung 36 kasi isa siyang perfect square. So the square root of 36 equals 6. So kunin natin to. 5 square root of 36. This will become 5 times 6. 'Di ba? Because square root of 36 is equal to 6 eh. 'Di ba? And then 5 times 6 is equal to 30. So this should be equal to 30. Kaya ang sagot po ay ito. Negative 10 square root of 6 plus 20 square root of 15 plus 30. Next, number 11, we have square root of 2 minus 3 multiplied by 3 square root of 2 plus 4. So makikita natin na para bang dalawang binomials na imumultiply natin, 'di ba? Because they have two terms each. Okay? And remember po, kapag nagmumultiply tayo ng dalawang binomials, gagamit tayo ng FOIL method para mas mapadali ang proseso. So ibig sabihin, ito yung first terms, ito tsaka ito, tapos yung outer terms ay ito, inner terms naman ay ito, and then yung last terms naman ay ito. Okay? So yung first terms po ay square root of 2 times 3 square root of 2. 'Di ba? Next, sa outer naman, so lagyan natin ng plus. Ang outer terms po ay square root of 2 at saka positive 4. So square root of 2 times 4. Okay? Then, dito naman, inner terms. So, negative times positive is negative. Lagyan natin ng minus sign. Okay? So, 3 times 3 square root of 2. Diba? Yan po yung inner terms. And then, para sa last terms naman ay ito. Okay? Last terms, we have negative 3 times 4. So, negative 3 times 4. So, lagyan natin para matandaan natin. No? Ito yung F, ito yung O, ito naman yung I, ito yung L. Tapos, ito, galing yan sa F, first terms. Ito naman sa O, ito po yun. Diba? Tapos, dito naman, I, inner. Tapos naman, ito, L, last terms. Okay? Ayan po. And then, saka natin isimplify one by one. Okay? From here, square root of 2 times 3 square root of 2. So, ang imumultiply lang is itong dalawang ito. So, this will become 3 square root of 4. Okay? Plus, for this one, square root of 2 times 4. So, hindi mo pwedeng i-multiply kasi yung 4, wala siya sa loob ng radical. So, isulat na lang natin as 4 square root of 2. Next, minus 3 times 3 square root of 2. So, ang mamumultiply lang ay ito. 3 times 3 equals 9 square root of 2. And then this one, lagyan natin minus 3 times 4 equals 12. Okay? Ayan po. And then after nun, itong square root of 4, yung 4, isa siyang perfect square. So the square root of 4 equals 2. This will become 3 times 2, which is equal to 6. So ito, equal siya sa 6. So palitan natin to ng 6. Okay? 6 plus 4 square root of 2 minus 9 square root of 2 minus 12. Okay? And then finally, combine natin yung like terms. So we have 6 plus negative 12. Diba? So 6 plus negative 12, constant terms, we have negative 6. Okay? And then yung my square root of 2, ito yon, di ba? Ito, tsaka ito. So we have 4 plus negative 9 or 4 minus 9 equals negative 5. So negative 5 square root of 2. That's it. Ito na po yung sagot kasi di mo pwedeng pagsabahin, di ba? So the answer is negative 6 minus 5 square root of 2. So binabalik lang natin yung FOIL method, kaso ang pinag-uusapan natin dito ay radicals. So ayan po yung sagot. Next, number 12, we have 4 square root of 3 plus square root of 6 times 2 square root of 3 plus 3 square root of 6. Okay, so again, we're going to apply FOIL method here, di ba? So isa-isahin po natin, just like number 11 po, no? So ito yung first terms, 4 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 3. Okay, 4 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 3. Okay, then plus yung outer terms po, di ba? 4 square root of 3 at saka 3 square root of 6. So 4 square root of 3 times 3 square root of 6. Okay, and then sa inner terms naman ay ito, so positive na to, di ba? So plus square root of 6 times 2 square root of 3. Ito po sila. Okay, and then para sa last terms, positive once again, di ba? So positive 6 times 3 square root of 6. Ayan po. Okay? So ayan po pag ginamitan natin ng FOIL. And then saka natin i-multiply isa-isa. Okay? So 4 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 3. This will become 8 because 4 times 2 equals 8 and then 3 times 3 equals 9. So 8 square root of 9. Plus 4 square root of 3 times 3 square root of 6. So 4 times 3 equals 12 and 3 times 6 equals 18. Plus square root of 6 times 2 square root of 3. So copy 2 and then 6 times 3 equals 18. And then this one, square root of 6 times 3 square root of 6. Copy 3. Then 6 times 6 equals 36. So square root of 36. Ayan. And then saka po natin i-simplify further. So ito 8 square root of 9. The square root of 9 equals 3. So this will become 8 times 3 or 24. Okay? And then for this one, square root of 36, bali magiging 6 na yan. So 3 times 6 equals 18. So therefore, yung 8 square root of 9 papalitan natin ng 24. Then plus, how about this one? 12 square root of 18 plus 2 square root of 18. So actually, pwede natin pagsamahin tong dalawa to, no? 'Di ba? So 12 plus 2 equals 40. So 14 square root of 18, 'di ba? And then this one papalitan natin ng 18. So plus 18. Ayan. And then saka natin pagsamahin tong dalawa. So 24 plus 18 equals 42 plus 14 square root of 18. Now, hindi pa to final answer because we're going to simplify square root of 18. So from here, diba, square root of 18, magiging ano na siya. So, square root of 9 times the square root of 2. Then, square root of 9 equals 3 square root of 2. Okay? Magiging ano na siya, 42 plus 14 times this one. Okay? Kasi yung square root of 18 equal siya dito. So, 3 square root of 2. And finally, 14 times 3 equals 42. So, 42 plus 42 square root of 2. This is the answer. Next, number 13, we have square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 2 quantity squared. So, dahil ang exponent ay 2, so you have to multiply 2 copies of this expression. Okay, so this is equal to square root of 3 times 2 square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 2. Okay, and then saka natin i-apply yung FOIL method as we did before. Okay? Pero meron tayong tinatawag na special product, which is square of a binomial. So, i-recall po natin yung square of binomial. Bale, for any binomial a plus b, kapag i-square natin siya, that is, i-erase natin sa 2, bale, ang magiging equivalent nun ay a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so ito po yung square of a binomial. So, meron akong video tungkol dito. Panoorin nyo na lang. Ngayon, kukunin natin yung product by applying this thing. Okay? So, yung square root of 3 magiging a natin. Tapos, yung 2 square root of 2 magiging b. Okay? So, for the first term, we have a squared. So, simply, i-erase mo lang to sa 2. So, square root of 3 quantity squared. Okay? Plus 2. Okay? Copy mo yung 2 times a times b. So, times a, ito, and then times b, ito. So, times square root of 3, and then times 2 square root of 2. Okay? And then plus, yung b naman po, b squared. Okay? Bale, ito yung b natin, tapos i-erase natin sa 2. So, 2 square root of 2 quantity squared. Okay? Ayan po. So, na-apply natin yung square by binomial and naging ganito na siya. Okay? And then, saka natin i-simplify. Okay? So, to start with square root of 3 squared, so, we have square root of here, tapos naka-raise sa 2. So, magka-cancel out lang sila. Okay? So, 3 na lang po nandito. Then, plus 2 times square root of 3 times 2 square root of 2. So, ang mamumultiply is yung 2, tsaka isa pang 2, tapos square root of 3 at saka square root of 2. Diba? So, 2 times 2 equals 4. Then, square root of 3 times square root of 2 is square root of 6. And then, for this one, okay? So, kunin natin to. Diba? Tapos, kunin natin yung value nito. Bali, yung 2 tsaka square root of 2, marirase sa 2 by applying the power of a product. So, yung 2 marirase sa 2 at yung square root of 2 marirase din sa 2. Okay? So, magiging 2 squared times square root of 2 squared. Okay? So, ang mangyayari dito, sa part na to, makakancel yung square root kasi naka-raise siya sa 2. Okay? This will become 2 squared, magiging 4 na siya, times, ito, 2 na. Okay? Ayan, 4 times 2 equals 8. So, ito, papalitan natin ng 8. Okay? Plus 8. And then, saka natin i-combine yung 3 tsaka 8, yung constant terms. Okay? So, 3 plus 8 equals 11. Then, we're going to copy this. So, plus 4 square root of 6. That's it. Ito na po yung sagot. 11 plus 4 square root of 6. Ngayon, kung gagawin mo naman to, and then i-apply mo yung FOIL method, marahil makukuha mo yung sagot na ito. Okay? So, it's up to you na lang kung ganito na ang gagawin mo, yung ito imumultiply mo sa sarili niya, or you just apply the perfect square of a binomial like this one. Okay? Ganun din naman ang lalabas. Okay, so we're down to the last one. We have 4 square root of 5 minus 2 square root of 10 quantity squared. So, again, yung binomial na radical naka-raise sa 2. So, i-apply natin ulit yung square of a binomial. But you can multiply this expression by itself and then apply FOIL method. So, nasa sa inyo din naman kung alin dyan ang gagawin mo. Okay? So, but here, i-apply natin yung square of a binomial. So, but this time, minus siya. So, i-recall po natin. Bali, a minus b naman po. Then, naka-raise sa 2. This will become equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? Nag-iiba lang yung sign eh. Kung positive to, positive din to. Kung negative to, negative to. Okay? And then dito, laging positive. Okay? And then yung terms, yung mga terms, ganun din naman. Walang nagbago. Okay? Ito lang. Okay? So, let's apply this one, no? For this. Okay? So, yung 4 square root of 5, a natin. Tapos, yung 2 square root of 10, magiging b natin. Okay? For a squared, ito, yung 4 square root of 5, i-erase natin sa 2. So, 4 square root of 5 quantity squared. Okay? Then, minus, kasi minus na eh. Diba? Minus na to. Minus 2 times A times B. Ito pong dalawa. Okay? Times 4 square root of 5 times 2 square root of 10. Ayan. And then, plus B squared, ito naman yon yung 2 squared of 10, then raised to 2, okay? Or squared, okay? So, 2 square root of 10 squared. Ayan. And then, saka natin isimplify. Ano po? Ayan. So, for this one, 4 square root of 5 quantity squared. So, madidistribute yung exponent na to dito, tsaka dito. Sa 4 at sa square root of 5. This will become 4 squared times ito, square root of 5 squared. Bali makakancel to eh kasi yung 2 tsaka yung squared makakancel lang yan. So magiging 5 na lang siya. Okay? And 4 squared equals 16 times 5 equals 80. Okay? This should be equal to 80. Ayan. Minus itong tatlong ito. So 2 times 4 squared of 5 times 2 square root of 10. So ang mamumultiply ay ito, 2 times 4 times 2, that is equal to 16. Tapos yung square root of 5 times the square root of 10, mamumultiply din. Okay, square root of 5 times the square root of 10 equals square root of 50. Okay, plus for this one, same thing as this one. So ganun din ang process. So i-distribute yung exponent na to dito tsaka dito. So 2 squared times 10 na lang. Alam mo naman kung dapat kung bakit. Okay? So, 2 squared equals 4 times 10 equals 40. Okay? So, this one, ang equal nun ay 40. So, plus 40. Ayan. And then, saka natin pagsama yung 80 tsaka 40. So, 80 plus 40 equals 120. Minus 16 times square root of 50. So, pwede pa to masimplify. Ano po? So, this will become square root of 25 times square root of 2. Because 25 times 2 equals 50. And 25 is a perfect square. Diba? So, 25, ang square root nun ay 5. Diba? And then 16 times 5 equals 80. Kaya ang sagot po ay 120 minus 80 square root of 2. So, again, kaya naging 80 kasi kinuha natin yung square root ng 25 which is 5, diba? And then magiging ano na siya, 16 times 5. So 16 times 5 equals 80, then we have square root of 2 here. Kaya ito yung sagot. Bale 120 minus 80 square root of 2. So ito po yung sagot. And there you go. Ito na po ang discussion natin about sa pag-multiply ng radicals. Pero dito lang sa part na to is ano muna, same index muna. So, paano naman kaya kapag magkaiba yung index ng radical na imumultiply natin? So, abangan nyo na lang sa susunod na video na i-upload ko. So, I hope na meron kayo natutunan sa video na ito. So, kailangan natin i-master yung pag-simplify and then sa pag-operate ng radicals like addition, subtraction, and this one, multiplication. Okay, so kailangan dyan ng practice. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my TikTok account. Stay safe sa ating lahat. God bless, and as always, have a great day sa ating lahat.